Cultural and personal roots shaping actions and representation of parents. Personal roots or familiar stories. Hello again. After a first introduction about parental perception and child protection has arrived the moment of knowing how the cultural and personal parental roots shaping actions and representation of parenthood can influence their actions and person's tendency toward violence. Violence is rooted in a number of social, economic, and cultural factors that impact communities, families, relationships, and the way children experience their daily lives. No single factor can explain a person's tendency toward violence or the higher prevalence of this phenomenon in certain communities. Violence is the result of the complex interplay of individual, relationship, social, cultural, and environmental factors. To begin this topic, I would like you to think about a difficult situation with your child. Do you feel that you have used a kind of violence at that moment? Why did you act that way? Is your attitude the result of your personal experience? Is this a social attitude that you imitate? It is clear that different cultures and different people, who are even within the same culture, have different representations of parenthood. It is important for parents to reflect on their own representations of parenthood and how personal and cultural experiences influence them. By completing this video, you will be able to recognize your cultural roots of your parental practices, how they affect your perception of violence and your actions. Let's get started. This section introduces the concept of ecological model to help understand the multifaceted nature of violence. No single factor explains why some individuals behave violently toward others or why violence is more prevalent in some communities than in others. Violence is the result of the complex interplay of individual, relationship, social, cultural, and environmental factors. Individual. Thinking about your biological and personal history aspects and your characteristics as an individual person, could you make a list of 10 aspects that define you nowadays because of your childhood? Relationship. Analyzing your personal relationships, could you describe one positive and one negative relationship that you had or have nowadays? Think of relationships with peers, intimate partners, and family members. Community. Go back to your school or university life, or look at your workplaces or neighborhood. How were they? How did you feel about it? And nowadays, how are they? Societal. Now, it's time to describe your society. Could you list 5 legal and social norms? From your point of view, which factors create an acceptable climate for violence? Has this model allowed you to understand the multifaceted and multi-causal nature of violence because of the reciprocal and complex interaction of these factors? What do you think? Could these different factors affect your perception of violence? The main idea of these levels is that children's development, a process where caregivers play a key role, depends on two-way and dynamic interactions between individual factors and conditions at the relational, community, and social levels. Your roots. Drawings representative of childhood experience. Positive, positive. Negative, negative. Negative, positive. What about transforming negative into positive? How can a negative childhood be transformed? Understanding one's negative experiences and emotions allows parents to avoid reproduction of inappropriate interactive models and favors the development of a secure bond of attachment with their children. Would you like to know more? Next section is waiting for you. Thanks for watching.